I know a lot of you saw the card that I made for my boyfriend for his birthday, and a lot of you guys were asking for a tutorial, and after really contemplating, I was like, I'm gonna give them an in-depth good tutorial. Like, I promise this is gonna be good. And you won't have to watch any other video unless you want like different ideas, but yeah, like this will be good. Just a heads up, the card that I made for my boyfriend took me about like 16 hours, I would say, and I made that all in one day. Like, I woke up super early because I couldn't sleep, and then I took a nap in the middle of the day, and then I finished it like super late at night. So it's really time consuming, and make sure if you can't finish it all in one day that you delegate it within like a couple days or throughout the week so you don't stress out. Okay, so first things first, you're gonna need paper. It could be like colored paper or just normal white paper with an additional color to it. I think I used about 3 to 4 pieces of paper for that, all ranging in the same like color spectrum, which was pink and like a bit of red, like magenta. But yeah, for this example, I'm gonna use 3, but if you want more colors to it, you just change up the colors. Okay, so whatever is gonna be your base, like for the card, you wanna start with this first. You wanna fold hamburger style, and then you also wanna fold hot dog style. So it should look something like this, and next you wanna take all the edges and bring them in the like center line. So for this top part, I'm gonna fold it in up to here, the bottom part up to here. This side part's gonna go in up to here, and same thing with this one. Okay, so it should look something like this, where the top part and bottom part comes in, and then the side parts also come in. Yeah. Okay, next you wanna cut off each corner, like the corner piece. So it should look something like this, where all the pieces can fold in like that, like so. Now you want to get a ruler and you want to measure like half a centimeter, and then from there like measure out the length and the side, because you want to make like, you want it to be layered, right? So you want each part to be layered, ignoring the middle. So you want to measure that with this. Okay, so now that I traced and I cut out my little layer that I want, you are going to want to paste it on the area. So it should look something like that. So once you're done measuring, cutting, and gluing, it should look something like this, where each part has its own like layered paper. Like, this is the card, and then they open it, they're going to see this. They're going to open it even more, and they're going to see that. So that's like the basic format of the card. So now I'm going to show you how to make all the interactive stuff on the card. Okay, so we're gonna start with the mail. First off, you just get a piece of paper. It doesn't matter how thick, or how like big it is. Just make sure that it's like shorter than this. So clearly this is too big, so we're gonna cut it off a bit so that we can tilt it and we can like open it. Like something like that. And then you make 2 of these, and then you just write a little note, or you can add a picture, and then you just paste one side onto here. Okay, next for the big image, the picture that I added, print a picture, upload it to like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and like for like 49 cents or like 69 cents or something, they'll let you print it out, and an hour later you can go pick it up. Just pasted that on here. Okay, next I'm going to show you guys how to make the buck note that was down here. So for the buck, you just want to take like a bunch of different pieces of paper, and you just want to like make them small enough so that one side fits on here, and you can like flip it. So this is how small I made it. I think it's a little too small. Paste one side on here, and then you can open it, right? So it's a buck. And then you just want to make like maybe 5 more of these, and then paste each side on each other. And then the end side of one side of the buck, you would put it on here. It's gonna come out like this. It's gonna be a bunch of pages. Okay, so now I'm gonna teach you how to make the note, like the little slot with the note that was under the buck. You just get a rectangle, and you cut off like a corner of it, like you measure it, and then you want to fold like maybe like 1 centimeter. It's very tiny. You don't want it to be that big. So it looks something like this. So when you open it, it's a triangle, right? But then if you fold one side, it's gonna be like this, and if you fold the other, it's gonna be like this. You see this little square, you want to cut that. So then it should look something like this, like a right triangle but without the corner. And then when you fold it, you just paste these 2 on together. And then boom, you will have something like this. And then from here, you see how we have these things poking out? You just want to cut those off. And then on this side with the flaps that like be glued down, you just want to paste this part and this part. Make sure you don't do this part because this is where the note will be going in. Like it's gonna look like that. But if you paste this part, it's not gonna be able to go in. So make sure you only get the ends. And then for the note, you could just like match it up so that it fits. And then when they open it, just like write a little something, add like a flower, like a heart, like a little drawing, anything cute. Okay, next I'm gonna teach you guys the pop-up flower. So I'm just eyeballing it right now, but you just want like pretend this is like a paper, right? Like a book. You wanna cut like a little piece like that so that when you open it, it's gonna look like this, right? And then you wanna push this middle part out so that it'll look something like this. And then when you want to close it again this way. Okay, so now that it looks something like this, next you just want to add like, pretend this is a flower. You want to just like add it on here, or it could be like a heart or like a picture of yourself like you guys like cut out, or like a drawing. Paste it on here so that when it's closed, like you want to only glue it on this bottom part. When it's closed, it's going to look like this, but when they open it, it's going to be attached to this bottom part. And then after that, you want to glue the bottom part onto the papers. Okay, next for the heart pull-out thing that was here, where like you just pull it and then like a letter comes out, you want a long strip of paper. Okay, first before sectioning though, you want to cut out a heart or whatever shape you want to use that you want to repeat, and then measure it from here. And then from here, like the top to bottom, as long as it reaches the bottom, right, you want to draw a line here. Okay, so now I made sections, and I did about 1/2 centimeter. From this, you want to start folding in the lines. So you want to make sure they're like nicely folded, and then that's what will create like that little pulling effect. And then from the heart that you made, you want to make like the same exact heart shape, paste it onto here. So you want to like glue the tips of the heart onto the piece. So I glued like these top parts, and now I'm just gonna put it on here. So think about it. If each little like lined part had a heart, it would be stacked like how it is in the video. Okay, so next you want to get a piece of paper and make 2 lines. So you want to get like a box cutter and you cut 2 holes, and then you put this in here. So it's gonna be like this, where you put it in one hole and then it'll come out the other. And then you want to go all the way down like this, and then you want to paste this end part onto here. So once you pasted it onto the green part that was like here, you then want to cut like that. And then you can write like a pull me here, so that when they pull it, I hope this doesn't break. So when they pull it, it's gonna be like this, and it's gonna have a letter. When they pull it back, it's just gonna go back in its original form. Now, once you're done with that, you just wanna paste it onto here and make sure it fits within the part that you're putting it on. When you open it for these top and bottom parts, I drew like a calendar, and I put his birthday on it, and I said it's your birthday or anniversary or whatever month. Then down here you want to just write a little note, or you can add another picture. And next I'm going to show you how to make this inside part. Okay, so let's say however many paper you have, this exact taping for all of them. So it's going to be open like this, right? This back part is going to be the part that goes on the page, right? So then you just want to tape here. Like so, you could do 1 big tape or 2 pieces of tape, which think about it. From here, if you tape it, and then here, if you tape it again, it's gonna like go in itself. Actually, the taping side, like you don't want the tape to show in your card, then flip it. Side with the tape on it, you just want to put that side on here so that this doesn't have tape, and you could write on it. But yeah, this is like the same taping for all the papers. Just make a bunch of these. Or for the letter that I made, I used a Google Doc so that I could like reread it, and then ensure that I wasn't repeating myself, and spend like a couple hours just writing it on here. Yeah, that's just how you make the card. The little like loop around thing, you just take paper and you tape it or glue it within itself and it around. It's pretty easy, don't worry. And then you could decorate the outside as you want. Okay, ladies and gents, that's how you make the card. Please at me if you guys do make it and you post it. I would love to see the results. Sorry if I my mood kind of died. I was just so tired. I had finals to study for, but I wanted to post this before I had finals so that you guys weren't waiting as long. Whoever you make this for, I hope they really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial.